Hello, chatterers and adventurers. Welcome to the end. We are at the CiTea O'Partea. Well, some of us are, and for all intents and purposes of the reading sprint, we're going to feel like we're at the CiTea O'Partea. It is the final reading sprint for Journey-athon, and just thank you to everyone who has come with me on this ride, on this journey. I've been having such a wonderful time reading Middlebury and just enjoying being a little bit fun and magical. It's been a great journey. So I'm not officially finished. I'm on the go with 2 books, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm just going to finish them off as and when. But for all intents and purposes for myself, that's my Journey-athon complete. So I feel very excited. I hope you have been having a lot of fun with your journeys. And I know that there are many, many people who are going to be reading beyond the 2 weeks. So I'm not going to be like promoting it and highlighting it and talking about it as much. But if you are in the Discord and you are commenting in any of the Journey-athon links, then I will obviously be chatting to you. And if you are a booktuber and make any content about it, then of course, please do tag me in it. And I will come and comment on it all as well. So I am currently reading the Lizzie and Belle mysteries. This is my Sanchez Artistic Port book. So it is the second book in the Lizzie and Belle mysteries. This one is called Portraits and Poison and has a really stunning cover. I adore the sunset with the same colours as the wisteria. I love the blue teal foiling, and I love the central figures here of Lizzie and Belle. They are fabulous. And the spine is just as gorgeous. And the back we have horses and wagons and kind of Georgian London life. We have Vidania. Hello, Vidania. Welcome to the CiTea O'Partea. Welcome to the end. I currently don't have tea because, as always, it's been a bit of a mad one. I've got water, and then in the break I will tea party it up. But for now, I just have liquid fluid. All fluid is liquid. That makes no sense, but it's all good. So this is the book that I am reading for Sanchez Artistic Port. It is a historical fiction mystery. So that is a really fun genre. And if you have been paying close attention to all of the Journey-athon stuff, you will know that this is the second book for one of the inspiration books. So I will be giving myself 5 points because the series counts. So I'll be getting 5 points for reading this one, and it is one that I've been highly anticipating for a long, long time. So the one that is the inspiration is the first book, which is called Drama and Danger, and that was told from Lizzie's point of view. This one is told from Belle's point of view. So that's really fun. So we get a little bit of background information about Belle, who is a real historical figure, who is sort of been adopted by her great aunt and uncle. She is an illegitimate daughter of a sort of an aristocratic person and a slave. So it's interesting family dynamic. So I'm keen to see how it all kind of plays out in this one. But it's really nice hearing Belle talking about her friend Lizzie and how much she enjoys her company and her family, and how there are lots of things that she is wanting to do and enjoys in here. So I haven't got very far in it as of yet, but what I have read so far I am enjoying. So let's have a little look in the chat. Vidania says, I have read 5 books so far. Vidania, that is highly impressive. Also same, high five for 5. I have also read 5 books. Vidania says, I did so great on this Journey-athon. You really did. You really did. But I want to go all the places, so I'll just keep going. Absolutely. And the journey doesn't have to end here. It's just ending here for all intents and purposes of my content. So it's just a final fun time for the end of the readathon. But keep going. Keep racking up those points because they are definitely going to mean something when I come to do it again next year, which I will be doing because I've had so much fun with it. I've had a brilliant time and I definitely want to do it again. But it will be, we're going to keep Prologtum and we're going to keep CiTea O'Partea, but there will be 8 new places inspired by 4 new inspiration books. I have some ideas, but nothing will be set in stone. I will have a fun time exploring, and I might you guys on the Discord to vote on which book you want to be one of the inspiration ones. I will give you a selection because I want to make sure it's a wide range again. So we'll see how that goes. The other book that I am reading, so this is my CiTea O'Partea book, and this is The Insiders by Mark Oshiro. It is a contemporary book, and it is about sort of like a misfit found family friendship. I believe there's a slight bit of magical realism in here, so it's got a little bit of a sort of a portal fantasy element to it, but not massively so. It's more kind of like a secret room type of situation. And again, I've not got very far into it at all. Just kind of introduced the main character. He's starting a new school, and you get the sense that he's this wonderful, very flamboyant character that is not going to fit in his new place and is going to be bullied for everything that makes him wonderful. He's going to get bullied for it. So I'm quite worried for him. But I have hope that it's all going to turn out okay. So excited for this one as well. What books are you all currently reading at the moment, and whereabouts on the map are you? So I'm kind of hovering between Sanchez Artistic Port and the CiTea O'Partea. Just getting this last one done. So my voice is all crackly and croaky, so I need the water. So I finished Alice, and so I was reading Alice in Wonderland for Launchpad. I finished her Friday night. I really wanted to get her read before I've been away this weekend. We've had sort of like a big kind of like family event, so that's been lots of fun. But I was hoping to get her read before then, so I didn't need to take her with me. But I had one chapter left. I was like, I can't just leave it one chapter and come back to it. I have to take it with me. But I did finish it, and then she was just kind of there. But I didn't really manage to get any further on with reading the other 2 books. Like, it has been very minimal reading over this weekend, but it is all fine. I did really enjoy Alice. It's a reread, but I hadn't read her, I think, since I was a teenager. It's been a while since I read her, and I'd forgotten just how fun her character is. Like, I think that is what sells the book and kind of makes it a classic. Just this really kind of fun, imaginative protagonist who just likes to keep talking and just like shares all her thoughts, and just goes off on lots of tangents. And I'd just forgotten how funny she was, and just how she's just so keen to speak. Like, she can't stop interrupting. Like, when she's got something to say, she wants to say it, which is so true of children, like really curious children that want to know about the world, that have lots of ideas to share. She's very much that child, and it's just really well captured in this book, as well as all like the zany crazy stuff that happens. I think you can definitely tell like it is a much older book, in that I think we'd feel a little bit more concerned nowadays having a sense of violence in there. And looking at it, it was interesting to remind myself, because I think with Alice in Wonderland, most people just know the Disney version or the stage show. And I think looking at it, it's very clear why the Disney version chose to combine Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass and leave out certain aspects. I think the pig baby was one they definitely chose to leave out, because it's basically child abuse in the book, but it turns out to be pig abuse because child baby is a piglet, not a baby, in the best Wonderland way. So catching back up with the chat, but he says, wow, how exciting. I presume that is for the conversation about Journey-athon for next year. And Vidani says, I stuffed the Elemental Detectives. Yes, that amazing, gorgeous book. That is a very amazing, gorgeous book. I'm excited about that one. But it is too soon to say if I like it or not. Okay. Oh, I've only read 1 chapter. Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was feeling a little bit worried that you were still on the fence. But if you've only read a chapter, I'd say that's fair. Piglet scene, I didn't remember that at all. As in, you didn't remember that when you reread the book, or you don't remember it from reading the book. I presume you mean you didn't remember the piglet scene from previously rather than from the fact that you've just read the book. I'm going to guess that's what you meant for Dania. Although, to be fair, considering that I was reading that during the last prince and fell asleep during that exact scene, I could understand not remembering it. Cool, yes, but Dania has confirmed it is just reading from when she previously read it. Yes, I think there's a reason that you didn't remember the piglet scene. I don't like the Duchess. I think we're not necessarily meant to like quite a lot of the Wonderland characters. I'm quite intrigued by the mock turtle still. I feel like I still don't quite have a handle fully on his story as to why he was so sad. But I think such is the way of Wonderland. You're not really supposed to have a handle on anything because they're all mad. They are all mad. Right, let's do some sprints because I really feel like I need some tea. And I think I need to crack on a little bit more with these books. I'd like to be slightly more into the reading of books. So now this time I am recording this on my laptop, which means I can use the timer on my phone. So if I do fall asleep, I will wake up. So gonna do the usual half an hour sprints. So let's get the timer up. We want 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And what are we on? 11:30. Yeah, let's get 11 minutes. Okay, so we're 11 minutes into the live. So I'm going to bring it up to a nice 12, and then we'll start our half an hour of sprints. But Daniel is sending hilarious emojis of me sleeping. Thank you for attempting to wake me last time. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Read! Hello everyone. I've just gone to sort out my tea, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm just letting it brew because I'm using a teapot, which is exciting. MJ! MJ just said, hello, dropping on to say hi. Can't stay, but had to pop in. Thanks for popping in, MJ. Appreciate it. So I have read a few more, about 5 chapters of The Insiders. And yes, bullying is occurring, but there is also just some friendships. We've met some misfits. We've established our protagonist is wonderfully quirky and fun. Pardon me. And we have discovered the bit of magical realism. So I'm keen to see where all this goes. I'm really keen to see where all this goes. It's just really nice, easy read. So really looking forward to getting back into that. I think I'm still I want to get a bit further in it, I think, before I swap over my books and read a bit more on Portraits and Poisons. I've got my fireplace back on, so I've got my scene setting coziness, which is just very nice. So if you hear any log cracking, it's the TV with the Christmas scene fireplace playing. Yes, it'd be nice if they had summer ones, sort of a log, not a log pit, fire pit, outside kind of camping scene. That would be fun. But hey ho, the fire in the fireplace is doing just a good job. Vidania says, "Whoa, you're so fast." The chapters are tiny, Vidania. In terms of pages, I think I don't know how much I actually read. Well, yeah, there's not a whole lot on the page. I don't know if you can see. There's not a huge amount on there. I only read 24 pages, but it gets so interesting. The mystery part is already on. I'm not sure if I should tell you because that would be spoilers. It would be spoilers if you could do vague intrigue. Try vague intrigue and see where we go with that. Maybe if you're maybe it'll entice me to pick it up for August. That could be fun. And not only pretty. Good. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Okay, so Vidani said, I can sense this is going to be a nice book, and not only pretty. Good. That is what we want. That is what we're hoping for from the Elementals. It does look really cool. It sounds like it will be really cool as well. So I'm pleased that it's living up to expectations. So Vidani says, I presume you're thinking of vague, intriguing things to say about what's happening without full-on spoilers. That would be cool. Okay. There is a little girl living with her grandma, and they are the keepers of water elementals. Intriguing. Yes, I do love elemental magic. I find it a lot of fun, hence my Journey-athon bits and pieces. And there's a boy who's a servant in a big house. Mm-hmm. I think there, from what I can recall, there is I think there is some historical character references in there, I think, or some sort of legend references. But I could be totally wrong. I could be way off the chart with that one. But from what I can remember, I think that is correct. Okay, they are now aware of weird death-like situations that are happening around. Well, I think that you've done intrigue without spoilers. I think you've done it perfectly. I'm very intrigued. George in England, I think. Yes, this is it. Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, very similar to Lizzie and Belle, actually. Yeah, George in England. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I might be making it up. I'll let you know when I read it and research it a little bit. I've been enjoying some snacks whilst I've been reading. I thought that'd be a good way of keeping me awake. And I'm having the opportunity to use my pretty plate, and it feels very Journey-athon-y. Oh, damn it! There go half the snacks. That was very badly managed. But it's from Fairy Loot, and it's based on It's inspired by Amina Al-Sarafi. So we've got palm trees, we've got sea, and it looks kind of compassy there. So I thought that was the perfect complement for the final Journey-athon snackage. I really feel like I've missed one. I'm sure I'll find it later. But yeah, I've crisps and gummy sweets were really healthy, but it's nice comfort snacks. Vidania says there is a Lizzie. Excellent. Oh, sorry, I missed a few. I'm not sure, and I'll stop here. There is a Lizzie. So yeah, good. I feel that's enough. I don't think we need any more information. That is the intrigue we need for the elementals. And I was like, oh wow, what if this is the same series and I started the wrong book? Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. You are not reading the wrong book. It's fine. Yes, the plate. The plate is so cool. I do love the plate. It's very exciting. I'm also I'm gonna show off my teapot now. Da da da! It's coming. It's maiden voyage. Oh, the handle is warm. Maiden voyage of the oh so amazing teapot. So I intended to do a no, I have done. I filmed a video where I talk about various different bits and pieces, and one of which is that I got a very exciting gift for my birthday from the wonderful Vidania Film Scribe in this chat, and I did a little video showing it all off, and that was supposed to be posted last week and then today, but life has got in the way, and I have not I have not uploaded it yet. I've got several videos that should have been out, and they're just not out yet, because my poor laptop, it does its best, but I've tried to download. It take generally the average time to download a video that I've filmed from Google to my laptop takes an hour, and then the average time of uploading tends to be like an hour and a half. And sometimes the download fails because I don't know, it like the internet connection is weak, or it's just feeling like it's too much that day. So you have to keep doing it. So I've got one has downloaded, one hasn't downloaded, and I need to do them in the order of the one that's not downloaded first before I do the other one. So it just hasn't happened, and I kind of need to sit with the laptop and keep just like refreshing it to make sure it's still going, and just kind of watching it to ensure it actually downloads properly. So I haven't got the video where I introduced the wonderful teapot and teacup, but I wanted to use them for the first time during my final sprints because it just felt special. So here is the cup. Isn't it amazing? It's a pile of teacups. It's awesome. So now let's do a very dangerous. Oh, can't see me, but I'm going to do a dangerous challenge now. So live tea pouring over my knees. So this could all go horribly wrong, but I have faith it's going to go right. Oh, it went horribly wrong. Okay, it's all right now. Just burnt my leg. Fail. There we go. That's the challenges of live theatre. You get injured. Okay, so I have successfully poured the tea into the cup. Not so successfully poured tea all over the blanket and onto my leg. There's only a little bit on my leg, so I think I'm okay. I'm just going to go deal with potential scarring and scalding in a moment. Fail on all accounts. But the tea is in the cup, so that's good. I just need to deal with, look, my poor blanket. It's covered in tea stains. Danny says, I love it, but please don't get injured. Too late, that's happened. Have I got a really long delay? on the comments or something? I'm not entirely sure. Blank. Okay, I'm sure it loved the tea too. It did. It did love the tea as well. Okay. Okay, and now I have the milk. So I'll add the milk to the tea, and then I have a wonderful cup of tea ready for the next sprint after I have washed the blanket and cooled my leg down from the scalding. There you go, little milk. Woo. Okay, we have tea. Yay, tea. I've gone for Earl Grey because I really like Earl Grey, like stewed for a long time. So I thought perfect for teapot. I can't drink tea straight away though. I have to let it cool down. It's just really like, funny enough, really hot. Some people can drink tea straight away, but I really can't. I have to let it cool down for a little bit. So I'm still very waffly, and I do think I need to soak my blanket before it stains. So we are on 53 minutes into the live. So let's do another half an hour of sprints. Let's get my timer ready again. Okay, timer is ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Hello everyone. Alright, I realised I just put a grape in my mouth as I went to turn the microphone back on. I hope you all managed to do a bit of reading or something else productive. It was starting to nod off ever so slightly on this one, so I think this will probably be the last sort of bit of sprint towards it. And we have chat. We have Jim. Hello, Jim. Jim says, final live sprint, and I haven't even started. I'm awful. You absolutely are not awful, Jim. Definitely not. It is very much the spirit of Journey-athon. Just do it whenever you like. There is no hard and fast rule at all. I'm awful because I have just been Journey-athon focused, and I have not been really watching people's videos, uploading any of my own content other than Journey-athon. So it's can't do everything. It just doesn't work like that. Do what works for you. Jim says, I'm still looking for a TBR vet that would work. Yeah. I suppose just like something you've considered for a long time. Depends on a long time. You know, if you could say the book you've been reading for 3 months would count as a vet, as opposed to one you heard about last week and really want to read. So out of those 2 books, your TBR vet would be the one you wanted to read 3 months ago. So it doesn't need to be like years and years and years old. It's totally fine. But Danny said, I read only 14 pages. 14 pages is still 14 pages. Is that because you've been busy doing other stuff with Dania, or is it because you've been nodding off as well? Because here it is 1:30, so where you are, it must be 2:30. So, you know, it's allowed. Jim said, I have all the other books picked out. Awesome. What books have you picked out, Jim? I want to know what is your plan? What are your books? Dan says, I like the book. I'm just too sleepy to focus. Yes, don't worry. I'm very much there. Yeah, that's what happens with late night sprints. It's tiring. I'm just slightly restricted on my sprinting times because I wasn't sure, because we were away for this weekend, I wasn't sure what time we'd get back. So I thought if I said midnight, that would definitely be okay to do that one. But Daniel's done lots of sleepy face emojis and lots of star emojis. Sleepy magic. All good. Yeah, so I am now of a fifth. I think I'm a fifth of the way through The Insiders. And it's the magical realism is growing, and the poor Hector, he's dealing with a lot. He's got it just sounds like a horrible school. It's like sounds like a very horrible school. I think his mum should go back to her old job, and he should go back to his old school and his old life. It sounds a bit drab and rubbish, bless him. It's a little bit like, if anyone's seen the Pixar Inside Out, when Riley and her family moved to a new place, and she's trying to be positive, she's trying to be upbeat, and it's just like a bit rubbish. Like the furniture didn't arrive. They went to go get pizza and they put broccoli on it. It's a bit like that in this book. He's trying to like get excited about the town, but like the places he was interested in, like they closed down, or they weren't quite what he was looking for. It's all very different. And there's just bullying, horrible bullying. But I'm hoping it turns around for him. We have a magical hideaway, so that is pretty cool. So hopefully he's going to be okay. Jim says he has the boxcar children for a mode of transport. I remember you mentioning that one before, and that sounds really cool. He has Samantha saved the day for a disaster, a boy called Bat for part of a series, a Mario the Great Game, yes, for magic, a book with magic in it, amazing. And that and the waiting game for the middle grade book, awesome. I think that follows the map, a mix of air and sea. Nice. I like it. I'm particularly excited that you're going to be reading more in the great game because it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I've changed my blanket. This is what I call the Smarties blanket because the other fluffier one I'm currently cleaning the tea stains out of it that I spilled on myself. But have not spilled any more tea, so I count that as a win. So that is all good. Thank you, Jim. The blanket is really cool. I've had it since 2007 because we went to Leeds Festival. So me and my husband, and we literally only been going out for about 3 months, we went to Leeds Festival and it was cold. So we got sleeping bags, but it was really cold. So we bought a blanket. This is the blanket from Leeds Festival in 2007. And it's still here, a Smarty blanket. It's very cozy. Well, we have Talia. Hello. Talia says, hello. Sorry I'm so late and I can't sprint now. That's okay. Thank you for coming in to say hello. We always appreciate it. Jim says, hello, Talia. And Talia says, but just wanted to say hi. And she says, hi, Jim. Excellent. That's great. We like people coming in to say hi. Doesn't matter if you can't read for now. That's fine. That is all fine. I think I am probably going to do one more sprint. So this is the final sprint because I am at the nodding off stage. But it is all good. We have tea. Oh yeah, I don't think you were here when I showed off my teapot. Look. How cool is this? So I will have a video where I give it my full attention. But this is from the wonderful Danny Silverscribe. It's arrived in the post for me. Isn't that amazing? And I did do live tea pouring, which went horribly wrong, but I think it's not so full now, so I think, yeah, we go. That's it. Oh, we go. Yeah. So the teapot makes 2 and a bit cups. Woo. Talia says, twin update. Oh no, both twins bathed all night last night, and today's my birthday. Oh, Talia. Oh, dear. Okay, first of all, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Not a merry on birthday because it's your actual birthday. I hope your birthday present was not having to deal with sick, for starters, and a lovely breakfast. Anyway, I hope the twins are feeling better and you get to have some birthday fun. Bless you. Jim and Talia are appreciating the teapot. Thank you. Jim says, wow, that looks awesome. It is very awesome. And Talia says, oh, OMG, that teapot is amazing. Jim says, it's like melty, like a Salvador Dial teapot. Yeah, it's very good. It's Alice in Wonderland. So we have Disney Alice here. We've got the 3 teapot spouts. And then this is, I really like this one. We've got an Alice silhouette and it says Curiouser and Curiouser on her skirt. But yes, it does look quite melty. I am not sure how easy it's going to be to get the tea bags out. So I sensibly have one Earl Grey, which has a tag on it, so I just pull it. But the other one was just a tea bag and I've dropped it at the bottom. So I don't really know how easy it's going to be to remove when I give it a little rinse. Jim also says, oh my gosh, happy birthday to Talia. And Talia says, haha, I've had to deal with sick, but I got book gift cards, so it's a good day. And my husband is making me dinner. Excellent. Oh, book gift cards. That is joyous. I'm going to have a good time with those. Where are you planning on spending the book gift cards? Are they like, is it for a specific shop? Is it kind of like a national book token thing? How does it work for you? What are your plans? What are your plans for those gift cards? Are you going to have a book shopping day? Are you going to be ordering online? I'm quite curious. And Jim as well, do chip in. What do you, when you get books, where's your best places to go and get books? Do you do a bit of online shopping, or do you like to go to the bookshops and just do a little splurge that way? Talia says, one is Amazon, so online, and one is a local bookshop. Excellent. So I will get to shop online and in person. Do both. Do all the ways. All the ways. I'm sure you have a plan, but just from what you said, I'm feeling go to the bookshop first and see what's around and what you are excited by, because on Amazon you can kind of get more of a choice of like getting whatever you want that the bookshop may or may not have. And Talia says, we have a new local place that I love to support. It is a retired couple who decided to open up a bookshop, and it is lovely. Oh, that's so cute. Could you do a video? Could you do a going to the bookshop video and show us their shop? Because that sounds adorable. I would love to see that. Especially if they feel able to do a little wave. That would be really cool to meet them. Jim says, I mostly do online shopping. The closest local bookstore is in the city where it's impossible to park. I wish one was closer, but I might have to venture into the city soon. Yeah, give yourself a treat. Do you have a good public transport system to get in the city, or is like driving your only option? Because that sounds like a bit of a nightmare, but hopefully it will be worth it to just go and just browse some bookshelves and take it all in, the booky smells, the physical appearance of the books. All good things. All good things. Yeah, I do feel very, very lucky. We have quite a few. We've got charity shops. Like I did a little book haul last week in a charity. So where my kids' school is, and like very much like 20 minutes walk from us, we have like a high street, and it's got a lot of charity shops in there. So sometimes I drop the kids at school, and then I will just have a little look inside some of the charity shops and see if there's any books. And I did find a very exciting book. So there was a video that Jessie on YouTube did about like popular books where you could like try one that's a similar thing, but like this is a book that does it better, that is written by a global majority author. So there was The Handmaid's Tale, and then she suggested Girls of Paper and Fire. And so I was quite intrigued by that, and then I went into this bookshop, and not only did I see Girls of Paper and Fire like on the shelf, it was hardback, signed, and has pink spray edges, and was £1. So that had to come home with me. And then I found a really nice copy of, what was it called? Amazing Women Who Changed the World. So it's a picture book, and it was written by compiled by the daughter of Emmeline Pankhurst, who is she was the main leader of the suffragettes in the UK's kind of like rights of women, right to vote movement. So that's pretty cool. And so it's got lots of different people throughout history. So I bought that for my cousin's daughter, and then I had to find one for her son. So it's a really cute little board book about feelings. And then I made sure all of the cousins' children had a book. So I managed to get like a nice little haul from that charity shop. So yes, we've got a lot of charity shops, but we've also got quite a few independent bookstores as well. So I do feel very lucky with my books. Obviously, it's quite tricky when you're trying not to buy them because we have such a range everywhere. Jim said, Talia says, city parking is the worst. Jim says, oh, I saw that video. And Talia says, I live not too far from the amazing Powell's used bookstore, but driving down to Portland and dealing with the chaos of that place is not something I want to do. Oh, yeah, sorry about the driving and the chaos. Talia says, Sorry, Jim says, city parking is the worst. I always Uber and then make going into the city a big deal to make it worth it. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. I'm presuming it's quite pricey then to like Uber the distance in. Well, I hope you both have some amazing book shopping days and like get your fill of the joy of book shopping. It sounds like a bit of a nightmare. The suffering you have to do to go and have some good books. It's just something just so nice just about getting good books. It's just special. I really do need to sort my shelves out though. I do need to start saying I do need to start being a bit more ruthless and cutting away some books because I really have no more room. But I still have books coming in, which is lovely and it's wonderful, and I feel very privileged to have that. But I have no room on my shelf. I have no room on my shelf, and also my son is going, "Mum, I need more bookshelves. I'm running out of space." It's a family dilemma. We need to work out our shelving system. Okay, so we have been on filming live sprinting for an hour and 40 minutes. It was 10 to 2. So I think let's get to 141. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint for 30 minutes. Go, go, go. Hello, everybody. Oh, we've had Courtney join the chat. I did have a little nap at the end. It was 10 minutes to go, and I was nodding. I finished my chapter from Portraits and Poisons, and I was like, I'm just going to keep repeating the same page again, so it's pointless. And a little 10-minute nap, but this time I had the timer on, so I woke up. I hope you all had a nice little reading time. Yes, I have done a ridiculously late sprint here, so I'm just catching up with the chat that we have. Jim said 10 to 2. Talia said, my friend sent me some floating bookshelves. I'm so excited to put them up. Ooh, pardon me, that sounds fun. So, floating bookshelves, is that like the book trolley thing? Or is that like just like freestanding? So you can like build a bookshelf and decide where you want to put it. I'm presuming it's not literal floating bookshelves. That would be very happy. And Sia says, happy reading. And then Courtney says, hey, Chatty, I caught you. Hi to Leah. Chatty, sweetie, you're tired and it's late. I hope this is the last sprint so you can go to bed. It is. I decided that we're calling it a night here. And Jim said, oh no, I just came back. It's so late there. Also, hi, Courtney. Courtney's doing wavy hands and says, you attach shelves to walls with no legs to the floor. Oh, okay, cool. That's a floating shelf. So it's like a wall-mounted one. I've no idea what if the technical term is the same. I'm not very good with technical shelf terms, but that is very cool. More bookshelves. Bookshelves are always a fun thing to have. But yes, it is late because I was away this weekend and was not sure when I would be back. So I went safe bet. I would definitely be back in April Sprint from midnight. And it's kind of like the finishing off, end of the weekend, end of the Journey-athon being promoted by me, but you are, of course, free to carry on reading for as long as you wish to. So if you were reading in that sprint, do tell me what you were reading, or if you were doing something else that was productive, let me know what that was. So I have read a little bit more of Portraits and Poisons, and this was really fun because at the end of the first book, you kind of have the rounding off, and there's like a celebration, and it's being told through Lizzie's eyes, and then like something happens at the end which sets the scene for this book. So in this book, we kind of have scene setting and kind of the progress and build up to that point, but through Belle's eyes. So that was really fun. So I'm enjoying both my reads. So I'm going to be carrying on. So I'm not going to be doing any more like Journey-athon like promotion stuff, but I am going to be carrying on with my Sanchez Artistic Port book, which is Lizzie and Belle, Portraits and Poisons, and also my CiTea O'Partea book, which is The Insiders. So I'll be reading both of these and carrying on with them. Talia says, hi, Courtney. And Courtney says, I was watching TV, but now I'm going to read a bit before bed. What are you currently reading, Courtney? You've got about 3 different readathons that you are taking part in. Which book are you currently working on? And what have you been reading so far this month? This is my book 6 and 7 for the month so far. So I'm very pleased with how it's all been going. It's good. And some been really, really lovely middle grades as well. I've had a great time. Haven't read a bad book, so that is always a winner. Very pleased with that. And then once I finish these 2, I have got 2 kind of like leftovers from June. Well, actually 3, but there's no way I'm finishing that one. I've got 2 books I was buddy reading that I didn't finish in June. That I'm going to be picking back up again and reading those. And then I have my final Hog book. So everything is going to be focused on not final hot book, first in the final hot series. So it's like it's thick. So that is going to take me. There's very little that will be read. Other than that, the rest of the month is going to be dedicated to hop. Jim says, I love that you haven't read a bad book. Me too. Life is too short to read bad books. Very good to have not come across one. And Jim says that's always a big success for any readathon. It is. It is. It's very good that the middle grade is coming through. No bad middle grades. Oh, my fire is going to disappear and it's going to be a disco ball in a minute, which is pretty, but not the atmosphere I was looking for. Hold on, get my fire back. Won't let me. Give me back my fire. There we go. No. Oh, come on, fire. Rude. Okay, got fire. There we go. I'm happy now. I have a fire. That was exciting for you all. Courtney says, I am reading The Marriage Path, a crazy novel of backstabbing, and I hope romance. Intriguing. Sorry, I read that. Sorry, it's very sleepy brain here. I read that as like crazy novel of backstabbing, and I thought it meant like literally like stabbing people in the back with romance. I was like, oh, that's a different take on the genre. So like, you know, serial murders with a bit of romance on the side. Interesting. But that is not what you meant at all. So lots of people like talking about each other behind the backs, doing people in verbally, not physically. And Courtney says, you like Hob? I do like Hob. I'm excited and scared about my Hob journey because the last series. Yeah, I definitely can't read it yet though because we've still got a busy week next week, and I don't want to. I can't afford to like drop the ball on life and just sit and read a book. But hopefully after this week, it will then be hot dedication like the last few days of July. That is my plan. But I have had a wonderful time with all my middle grades. It's been brilliant. Middle grade full on reading joy. So I am going to wrap it up here because I am starting to make no sense whatsoever because I am very, very tired. Thank you everyone for coming to join me. I'm so delighted to have had you on for the ride. I hope you've had fun. I will be bringing Journey-athon back again next year because I had a really, really, really good time doing this readathon. And I am going to be keeping Prologue Term and CiTea O'Partea, but there's going to be 8 new places. Oh no, 7, not 8. No, there'll be 8. There'll be 8 because it needs to be 2 for each book. So there's going to be 4 new inspiration books that are going to inspire 8 new places for us to go to for Journey-athon next time round. In terms of all the Google Docs, I haven't fully done like the points for like what you've read and things. So I will be putting that up. So you've got like your point system. So when you have finished your Journey-athon, you can add up like how many points you get. Because the points will mean something for next year. So I have got plans of how that's all going to work out. But essentially, if you read one book for Journey-athon, one book gives you 10 points. And 10 points is going to give you your own like rucksack, backpack for you to take on your journey next year. And there's going to be the plan is that I'm going to have like things that you're going to put in it, and it's going to like help you with the readathon is the idea. So excited to like be planning all of that. And if you are still reading and still chatting about what you're reading, keep chatting on Discord. I will be popping in and chatting. And hopefully now I've done the readathon, I will be catching up with all of the videos and all of the comments, because that's the thing that's definitely like slipped whilst I've been doing this. So I'm looking forward to catching up on all of that content. So that is going to be lots of fun. And I will do a Journey-athon wrap-up of my thoughts on the books that I've read. But yeah, that will be that Journey-athon wrapped up really from here. So it's been great fun. Thank you ever so much, everyone who has spoken about it, joined in with me, been excited about it. It's just been so great. So just checking back in with the chat before I go. Jim says, thank you for the sprint. Have an amazing sleep. I do feel it's going to be an amazing sleep. Thanks, Jim. And Courtney says, you did a great job of putting together the readathon. Thank you. I've had so much fun with it. It's been a really fun project to do. And Jim says, yay for future Journey-athon. Yay. And says, I forgot to tabulate points. I like tabulate. I don't know if that's a real word or if that's a typo, but that's great. Forgot to calculate, maybe. Calculate points. I'm going to guess of what you went. And today says, agreed, such a fun readathon. Well, thank you all. It has been so much fun to be doing this with you, and I have really appreciated all your enthusiasm and enjoyment of it, and just love of middle grade books. It's just been so good to be able to just gush middle grade and focus on middle grade. It's been great fun. So thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for everyone who is watching it non-live and has got to the end. I hope you have also had a fantastic time with Journey-athon. And if you missed it and you're just hearing about it for the first time, feel free to just do it in your own time. It's all good. Always encourage reading middle grade and just reading in general and having fun with books. So I am going to stop waffling now and go to bed. So thank you so much. We reached the CiTea O'Partea. We have had the tea. Cheers, everybody. Clink. And now I need to end the stream. There it is. Cheers.